Hello Moons, back to another Family channel. I'm Jay from J Books Corner. Ignore the fact that my shelves look like a little bit of a mess. We're doing a book haul today, which is the reason why everything looks like a little bit of a mess. We have 26 books to go over today. Let's go ahead and get started. If you don't know me, I'm Jacob from J Books Corner. Like I said, I have published 3 books, an entire trilogy you can read right now. The first one being Gunshot Residue. I've been reading taglines. I think taglines are fun, so let's do those together. The first one's tagline is Your Secret's Husband's Enough to Shatter Your World. The sequel, which we'll pick up immediately after, is P49, and then is What Are You Really Capable Of? And then the third book, which just came out not that long ago, it's called Mr. and Mr. St. James, and its tagline is How Far Are the Bounds of Love? It is a romantic suspense trilogy once again. It is completed in its entirety, so you can read all 3 right now. Very fun, very fun. My website will have links in order to get them. It is on Kindle Unlimited in case you're someone who uses that service. And let's go ahead and jump into the stacks and stacks of books. We're gonna start with Brandon Sanderson first because him and Stephen Graham Jones are the ones I have the absolute most of, and so will be the easiest to do. Starting with The Emperor's Soul. I'm not really sure what this little book is, but when I googled, because I do google if something's about the Cosmere, eventually I want to own all Brandon Sanderson, right? But right now I'm exclusively looking for Cosmere books as I'm doing a whole entire thing on the Cosmere, and I'm absolutely adoring what I'm reading. I was told this is a part of it. I think it's a novella and like one of his bind-ups, just made into a small book. Then I got Mistborn Era 2. But, as you guys can see here, I do have a duplicate. The first book, The Alley of Law, I already owned. I did not know this when I bought it, which is weird. I have a whole spreadsheet talking about all these, and I still didn't remember that I owned it. And so 2 copies of The Alley of Law. I'll end up eventually getting rid of one of those. Then we have the rest of the series as well, which is Shadow of Steel, The Bands of Mourning, and The Lost Metal, bringing this era to a close. I'm pretty far off from reading these. I still own them anyways. And then I also got Rhythm War as well. This is the 4th book, right? I think it's the 4th book. Yes, the 4th book in the Stormlight Archives. I can't remember. This might be the last book in the Stormlight Archives as well. So, or the last book that's currently out. So I might have all the way up until the end of the series. I don't have any of Sonia Bites and novella bind-ups. Don't have the 3rd book in the Mistborn Era 1 trilogy either. I'm reading that from the library. And I also, there's like a few other, like I don't have any of the Secret Project books either. But this is where we're at in the Cosmere. We're pretty far in. I have a whole entire shelf dedicated to Brandon no one can see because I've not read them yet. And I don't know if I should be showing them off. I also was like, oh no, I saw that Brandon had a controversy. Just a random little fun fact to talk about right now. And it's not true. So if you see that on TikTok, I mean, if you don't like Mormons, I guess, bad. But he's doing a lot of interesting things in the Mormon church. So I don't know if I would say bad. By the way, let's go ahead and move on. My cat decided to lay down with the books, so I'm having to do this a little different. Next one I got was Heartstopper Volume 4. Confuse me if I'm wrong. I don't think I hauled Volume 4. I think I hauled Volume 2 and 3 and 5 last time, or 2 and 3 maybe. So I have all of them now. I'm officially caught up with all of Heartstopper. If this is the one that they're going to Paris, this is my least favorite. I don't know. I don't remember which one's my... It's either Volume 3 or 4 I didn't haul, but Volume 3 is sitting over there in my Heartstopper collection. Or, not over there. It's over here. It's in the shelf you can't see. By doing them all. Then I got Mayfly by C.J. Lead. This is one of my favorite extreme horror novels of all time. I love this book so much. The main character is fucking insane. And then Eyeball does come in factor. Then I am trying to read more duologies, more trilogies and stuff. And so we have the duology by N.K. Jemisin, which is The City We Became and The World We Make, which I'm very excited about. I'm very curious about. And I had to grab them both. Then I have The Hunting Party by Lucy Fowley. I've had this for a while now. I don't know why I never hauled it. This was for a closed door mystery that I was going to be doing, and I don't think I'm going to do anymore, so I don't know if I'll ever get to it. But these are books that my sister likes, so I'll probably just end up passing it along. I do that sometimes, especially for books I'm just not like really sure if I'm going to personally, enjoy. Finally got Arch Enemies. This is the final book I need for the Renegade trilogy to be complete, so now I own all the Renegades, which is by Marissa Meyer. This is a superhero trilogy. Should I be telling you more in depth about what these books are about? What if I don't know what they're about? Which I don't want to do like a half review for some of them and like a no review for all of them. And should I be talking about them like as a bind-ups? I don't know. Either way. Let me know how you enjoy your book hauls so I can do better in the future, as we will have more in the future. So we have both Rise and Ruin, or Ruin and Rising, and Siege and Storm. Do I remember which order? Okay. It's this order. Siege and Sword comes next, and then Ruin and Rising, which means I do have the entire original trilogy in the Grishaverse. Do I like the Grishaverse? No, it's not my favorite in all of the verses out there. Do I like Beat Bardugo? I sure do. I sure do. I used to have Six of Crows and stuff, and then I gave those away because I don't like Six of Crows, and I was like, other people like this better. And now I regret that, because I wish I just owned them. So I'll probably end up buying Six of Crows again. I've never read the King of Scar duology. Should I? Let me know in the comments down below. I can make a video on it if you're interested. I also got The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen Graham Jones, because of course I did. I paid full price for this too, because I needed all three in my life, and I just couldn't wait until Christmas and ask for it. So I bought it for myself. I also got Mongrels. I've never read Mongrels before. This is his werewolf take, and I'm excited to go ahead and check it out. I'll read anything Stephen Graham Jones. I think that's pretty apparent. So yeah. The next, no, I don't think I've ever read Mapping of the Interior either. So I guess since I just talked about it, well, I also got Mapping of the Interior. I honestly thought this was the other one, but I think I own the other one, so I'm not mad. This is so soft and silky. Oh my god. It's very short. It's like 50 pages or something. So if I've not read it yet, I will read it in the new year. But then I also have The Only Good Indians, which is what got me into Stephen Graham Jones. It is the original first book. This book, for me personally, was like a 3-time read. Like I had to start it 3 times before I fully immersed myself. But once I was immersed, I was like, damn, that shit's good. And then I also finished off A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm pretty sure, because I scoured my entire shelves for the first one. I could not find it. I'm pretty sure my sister has the first one. And now she reads it and likes it. She can read Good Girl, Bad Blood and As Good as Dead. Do I think this series fully works all the way through? Once again, no. No, I don't. I do recommend it. It's fun. It's extremely messy. So just know that going into it. But I'm happy that I own them all, because it is a series that I would like to own all of them. So I'm not mad. And then I have a controversial read that everybody says, why do you recommend this to so many people when everybody hates it? And I'm just like, because I like it. I'm going to recommend things I enjoy. I don't know. And that's Nothing But Black and Tea by Cassandra Clare. The majority of people I recommend this to say they absolutely fucking hated it. And that was like one of the worst things I've ever read. I personally, maybe this is the reason why I don't think anything else by Cassandra Clare I like. I don't like anything else I've read by Cassandra Clare. There's like one other like 20-page short story that I read that I was like, that's fucking phenomenal. Should have been a whole book. This is the only thing that I like, and I read it every year, and I love it just as much as I loved it the last time I read it. So I also got Model Home by River Salzman. This is gonna pop up in a few videos coming up in the future as we get closer to the end of the year. It's one of the first books I read this year, or no, I think I read it probably in the middle of the year. Either way, I would have a hard time recommending this. I think this is a lot like A Little Life in a lot of ways, where it's just like, this is a 5, but I don't think it's gonna be a 5 for a lot of people. A lot of people already say it's not a 5. A lot of people don't like the way the story is told in the writing style, and I disagree so much. It hit so hard for me personally. I have a whole video talking about. It's part of a reading vlog actually. It's not like a whole video, but there is content out there in case you're curious of me. I also got Part of Your World by Abby Mendez. At the point that I bought this is the only Abby Mendez I gave a 5-star. So I will eventually end up getting Just for the Summer as well. I just don't have it yet. And yeah, will I get yours truly? That's a whole question in its own. I will probably own all Abraham Mendez books eventually, so yeah. And then I have Zombie. This is because I couldn't believe I found a copy. I was scouring through a thrifting store or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, is that Zombie by Darren Jean? And it was. And there will be there's like 13, 14 books in it, and I needed a break. I read 6 of them pretty much back to back, and I was like, okay, we can just take a tiny little break and then we can come back to this. This will eventually be a series overview that I don't think anybody wanted and or asked for, but I will be giving. You're welcome. And then we have the first 2 books in the Legendborn series. Tracy Delvin, Legendborn, Bloodmark. Why did I buy both? Well, that's because they were both on a freaking sale, and I was like, I cannot risk a sale and not, like, what if I loved the books? Did I know this was King Arthur? I did not. I don't mind King Arthur retelling, so it could be good. It could be bad. I don't know. Everybody loves these though. This is like one of those series that a lot of people just highly recommend on a constant. And so I will be putting my hand in the ring, and I will be reading this for a series overview. So eventually you'll get to know my thoughts and opinions. Then lastly, a book that I will definitely be reading this month. Hopefully. We're running out of days and I still have to read my final book, and it's a long one. And that is Cassandra Clare's Better in Black. I went out and purchased this for my release. This is my release reward, Mr. St. James. It's really funny though, because I got to pay for it through all of the, through commission. Through people buying my book, I got to buy a book, which is so fun. It's so cute. Exactly the type of author I want to be. This is 10 stories in the Shadowhunter universe that 10 love stories and random love stories, and I'm really, really excited to read them. I will review it as if it's a novella collection, and there will be a full spoiler video dedicated to this, like every other Cassandra Clare, especially in the Shadowhunter realm. That's just what I do here. It's what I love. It also has a little bit of a snake for the last Cake of Fairy, which I will put in at the end of that video, in case you guys are curious. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I wish I would have known that the Walmart exclusive edition, I think is what it was, had text threads between certain characters. I would ate that shit up more than, I mean, I love a process because I'm a writer and so I'm always curious. But like, I don't know if I needed a process. I could have had a text thread. I might have to go to Walmart and just read the back of it for the extra content when I finish it. And guys, those are all the books I'm hauling today. Once again, let me know if this is the way to haul books. If this is not the way to haul books, I don't know what the proper way to haul books are. So let me know in the comments. I'll tell you all next time. Thanks for watching and goodbye.